A Plaguelands Media production.
Hey everyone, this is Hugh from Plaguelands Media. I know it's been a long time. I was away on vacation, and while I was on vacation, I read quite extensively. So it's time for some book reviews. First, cheers. Now, today I'm bringing you a review of a book that I've wanted to read for a very, very long time. That is Robert A. Heinlein's Starship Troopers. Now, I know a lot of you have seen the movie. It's really great, cheesy, action, gory, whatever. So I went into this kind of expecting the same thing. It's not. This really blew my mind, to be perfectly honest with you. I do love a good sci-fi. This was written way back in, I believe, 1959. 1959 this book came out. And I've got quite a lot to say about it. There's not going to be a lot of spoilers, just because if you've seen the movie, you pretty much know what the book's going to be about anyway. But let's just get right into the next episode of...
Read a fucking book. 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 People.
Okay, so where to begin with Starship Troopers? Well, begin with a drink. That's always good. Now, the book starts rather confusingly if you have seen the film and if you're a fan of the film. The main character in this is, of course, Johnny Rico, or Juan Rico, depending on who is talking to him at any given time. And he is on a mission, but he's not fighting the bugs. If you remember the movie, it was all about the bugs. The alien race that they are up against is called the Skinnies in this. And it kind of starts with him in the middle of a mission. So we're kind of thrown right into the action straight away. And he's kind of dictating what he has to do and what weapons he has and a lot of that kind of stuff. And as after that mission has ended, that we get Johnny kind of talking about how he signed up for the mobile infantry and what he had to kind of go through. Now, very much like the film, his father doesn't want him to join up. Unlike the film, his friend Carl, and in the movie it was his girlfriend Carmen, but in the novel she's not his girlfriend. Kind of, they don't convince him to join up. He joins up because of them, however. You get a lot of reflective passages in this book where Johnny is kind of, did I make the right choice? Am I going to drop out of the mobile infantry? These kind of things. The setup is the same. If you want to become a citizen and you want to have the right to vote, then you've got to kind of put in your time in the military, fighting for the Federation, so to speak. So we get Johnny joining up, his estrangement from his family. His mother still writes letters to him, but his father kind of cuts him off. We get, basically this is a character study. This is a character study of how Johnny goes from being like self-doubting to the man he is at the end of the book when they go to Clendathu and fight the arachnids or the bugs or whatever you want to call them. If you've seen the movie, you're probably going to think this book is boring. A lot of it is Johnny talking about basic training, things that happened, his relationship with his commanding officers, this kind of a thing. I absolutely adored this book. I thought it was fantastic. It is never boring. Well, it was never boring for me, and I think part of that is because I grew up on military bases. My father, or both my parents, were in the Air Force. I grew up on Air Force bases around Australia. So a lot of what Johnny is talking about in this book, I've seen it to a lesser extent. It's really great. There's passages in here that kind of really get to you, especially when Buenos Aires is destroyed and Johnny's mother is killed and his father ends up signing up for the military and getting assigned to the same crew that Johnny was just a part of before he kind of gets moved on. He goes through officer training, all of that kind of stuff, and you really kind of get a feel for military life. So to speak. Even though this was written in 1959, it still kind of holds true today. Now, one of the most surprising aspects of this book is the fact that Robert A. Heinlein really predicted what the fuck was going on in America today. There is a part where Johnny in school is taking a course and the instructor is basically explaining how bad things were in the 20th century. Kids couldn't go to school because other kids would go and shoot it up and there were gangs and things like that. And I'm just like, are you fucking serious? Like, he pretty much predicted what is going on in America today, which, I mean, I know a lot of early science fiction authors kind of do that, but this was really, really cool. So that is Starship Troopers by Robert A. Heinlein, a fantastic science fiction author, a fantastic science fiction novel. Highly recommend it. If you don't want to read it, go watch the movie. It's entertaining as fuck. Sure, it takes a lot of liberties with the subject matter, but, you know, just go along with it. It's a fun ride. So there you have it, Starship Troopers. Cheers to everybody for hanging in with Plaguelands Media. We've got some good shit coming up. Dare I say, some especially good shit coming up, so keep your eye out on that. But, of course, like, subscribe, leave a comment, do all that YouTube fucking bullshit that I ask you to do in every video. But most importantly, just stay safe. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a drink. Read a fucking book, people.